Hi Stitchers, this is Judy from South Dakota. This is my third video. It's going to be a short video because I really don't have much. Today is a Make-A-Free Monday. On the weekends I try to give my face a rest from the makeup, so hopefully I haven't scared anybody with my new look. But so I just want to start out and say that I did buy, as in my previous video I showed this magazine, Sampler and Antique Needlework, and I wanted to do this pattern here, and it comes in two parts. This one starts out in the summer of 2015, and the second part, I just bought it, is in the fall issue. I must say that I really didn't find anything else in this magazine other than the second part of this pattern. I don't even know what fabric or thread that they used in this, but I had my own ideas, and I was going to try using Anchor black thread. I've heard from so many of you that it's a lot thicker and works up nicer and is not as fuzzy as DMC, so I thought I would give it a go. I don't see offhand what they use here, and maybe they just leave it up to the stitcher. But so hopefully sometime before Christmas I will start that. I think I have it on my list. Oh, this one, the pattern is done on 40 count. That won't happen. And then they use needlepoint silk on this. But I'll probably do mine on 32 count. The pattern size itself, it says material on 40 count 24 by 29. Let's see. Entire sampler, oh, it's a big one, 451 stitches high by 332 wide. But really like it. So that's on my to-do list, and I want to put it on my crazy cross stitch 2016 list. I know some of you are going gun-ho with lists of 20 pieces, 30 pieces to stitch. I have a long list, but how many I'll actually get done is another question. I'm trying to stick it to around 16, but mine are all big pieces too. So my fabric from 2 months ago from Stephanie, Fabric of the Month, is a beautiful fabric called Water Lily. And it's a deep, deep coral. It's a lot deeper than what this shows. And this water lily is done on 30, out there on the inside. Maybe you can see how dark it is. I'm always having lighting issues. Yeah, it's beautiful, and I don't know what I'm going to stitch on it, so if you have any suggestions. But it really is pretty, and I'm starting to like the Lugana better. It's more softer tones, and I like even weave. And with Mackenzie, I'm not really fond of linen. I love the look of it, but to stitch on it sometimes is just a pain, and I still use it, but I'm going more for the Lugana. And I haven't stitched on Ada in years, but I'm thinking about stitching on a piece here coming up. And then the one I got Saturday is called Thornhaven, and this is 32 count Lugana also, and this has got it lighter than what it is, but it's a beautiful light olive green, and I have plans for this, so that's for upcoming video later on. Now for my WIPS. I had shown you earlier I had Apostles' Creed going, and I had, let me move this a little closer here. I had gotten quite a bit farther on this and found where my thread had twisted in the back, and I had 2 loops back in the back of my thread, and it just drove me crazy. I couldn't leave it. So I didn't find 1 loop, I found 2, and so rip, rip, rip. And so I frogged the majority of it. I still have a little bit left, and I've just been kind of disappointed and disgusted, and because I'd gotten so far, and so hopefully I'll get my stitchy bug back to this and can work on it some more. I have my rose Quaker that I've been working on this week, and that's done on 32 count white. And as you can see, I've done this right here, and then I did, I think, all this part, and then down and up around here. Then I having a hard time with getting the right angle here. And then I did this, put in the sleeve, and then the bottom part right here, the brown. So that is my rose Quaker. I tried to stitch on it a week, but I'm finding that I get really bored with a piece if I stitch on it more than like 2 or 3 days. Does anyone else feel that way, or is it just me? I admire, my daughter's a stitcher, but she has 1 piece and she works on it nonstop till she's finished. And so I wish I was more like that, but and then I see all these beautiful patterns of what I could be stitching. Like I fell in love with Carolyn's Celtic Autumn, which I want to do here in the next month, or I want to start. And I'm loving all the beads and the metallics and such, and I love the fall colors. And right now here in South Dakota, it's just beautiful with the reds and the gold and the brown leaves falling. I have started Cinderella, and I'm trying to get the color. It's a little bit darker than what it's showing, but I just did a little bit of right here with white and some sort of dusty lavender. I'm ready to start some metallics. Oh, there we go. That's showing more of the purple. And this is also 32 count Lugana from Steph. Love her fabrics. Okay, so those are the 2 pieces that are on WIPS, or on Q-Snaps. I have my namesake sampler, and I really like working on this. And I've completed the letter B and started one a little bit below the A. I finished the A, add a little more to the edging, and then started the word rubies up at the top. But I think this piece will really be beautiful. That one maybe I could work on for a week, because it's a fun stitch. I have my French alphabet sampler. Also too, I think the last time I showed you, I just had a little border at the top up here and down. So I've completed all of this and these little letters here. So this is my French alphabet sampler. This is such a small portion of what is to come. There's a lot to it. But sometimes with one thread, it goes by pretty fast. And then my last stitching piece here is my, it's sideways, is my Quaker Virtues. And I think I've done a little bit more. Let's see, what did I do? Oh, this down here. And I think I did a little bit more up here. I think I did some here. And then it goes to the bottom. So this is going to be a ginormous piece too. I'm stitching this on 28 count with DMC pearl cotton. And get my head all in the screen. I'm cut off at the top. And then I showed you I'm also crocheting an afghan, and I don't think I have the pattern in front of me. Maybe I will show you guys later here. I did finish the first panel. There's 4 panels, and this is the Afghan stitch. And I don't know if you can see it here, but there's little boxes to cross stitch on it. This pattern is so dense that it just takes me forever to do a row. And there's 2 more panels to stitch, and then once I have this, I'm going to cross stitch flowers and hearts on it. So I will show you my progress as I go along. That's about all I have for today. Like I said, thank you to Mackenzie for doing a video blog. I hope that she does them more often. I really enjoyed seeing a daily progress, and maybe that's something that I will try later on in the future. And then thank you for Carolyn, for showing us her Celtic Autumn. Beautiful piece. So for now, have a great weekend. Don't work so hard, and have fun stitching.